I will warn you, this video might spoil your experience for when you play Resident Evil 5. If you are a big Resident Evil fan, I recommend not watching this video, because if I didn't have this game and I never played it and I watched this video, I'd regret it, because I'm going to show some stuff you will want to see yourself once you play the game. Well, here's my review for Resident Evil 5. First off, this game is a lot like Resident Evil 4. They've got the same old barrels to break, similar enemies, and the same third-person view. Before I go on, let me just say that this game has amazing graphics. The visuals in this game are so real, I actually feel like I'm in the area. You can tell they put a lot of time into the lighting effects. When it comes to you slashing a wall with your knife and sparks coming off, or even when you shoot your gun at a wall and you see the debris coming off of the wall, it's just great. The gameplay in this game is so smooth, even when it comes to doing a melee attack or just shooting a guy's head off. I just can't believe how real it looks. And the weapons in this game are so much better than Resident Evil 4's, in the way that they're more modern and there's a lot more of them. But I still like a lot of things about Resident Evil 4, a little more than I like Resident Evil 5. Animation on the enemies is just ridiculous. Like the Ouroboros tentacles swarming around the bosses, or even just when you shoot a guy's head off and a big plaga comes out, it just looks ridiculously real. Inventory in this game is very similar to Resident Evil Outbreak, in the way that you can't pause the game when you switch your weapons. They have the quick select where you can just switch your weapon by pressing the D-pad. The game is all about taking care of your partner. Sheva's AI gets a little stupid at times because she uses up all the ammo, so don't even bother giving her any. And the contact between the two characters is really real when you're playing. From when you call her over, or you need ammo, or you switch a gun between her. Her inventory box is really good because you can just switch your guns with hers, and it's basically like having another inventory box. Though, out of all the games, this one definitely had the best boss battles. In the way that you kill them, in the way that they look, and just the places where the boss battles are just ridiculous. I had fun every second of fighting these bosses. The game will get repetitive at times from when you're caught up in between enemies. Sometimes I'd be caught up in between an enemy and the chainsaw guy will just cut my head off. That gets a bit annoying, but when you think about it, the Resident Evil makers were going for that. Buying and selling in this game is a little bit different. There's no merchant, so you can't buy and sell throughout the game, but once you die, restart, or start a chapter, then you can change your weapons or buy or sell. It seems like you find a lot of treasure, less compared to Resident Evil 4, but you find enough, and money seems to be a little more scarce in this game too, but this game took me about 12 hours to beat. Once you beat the game, you get a lot of extras, like the mercenaries minigame, and new costumes, and things like filters that change the effect on your screen when you play the game. There's also a military area where it seems that you fight the African military and they use guns. There's also a cover system whenever someone's using a gun against you, which I really like. It's kind of similar to Rainbow Six or Gears of War. I found the figurines thing a little boring. I thought the bottle cap thing was a lot better. I wish they did something like that like they did in Resident Evil 4. I think that the mercenaries in Resident Evil 5 is so much better than Resident Evil 4 in the way that it's a little tougher, and the gameplay is just so much better. 4 different characters to choose from: Chris, Sheva, Jill, and Wesker. Each have different melee attacks and different weapons, and not only that, but you can also unlock different skins for the characters, and even the skins have different weapons. And you may be wondering, well, yeah, that is the hand cannon that Wesker has. I know it's weird, but he has it, and it's really powerful. It can kill pretty much any mini-boss in the mercenaries in one hit, but it's not as powerful as it was in Resident Evil 4. The only time I was really scared in Resident Evil 5 is when I was playing the mercenaries. When I'm running around panicking for time, or I'm about to get killed and I don't really know what to do, but seriously, when I played through Resident Evil 5, I didn't jump a single bit, not once the whole game. I mean, to tell the truth, the old Resident Evils still scare me today, even though they've got those crappy graphics and their hands look like boxes, but I don't care. This one's more of an action game. Though I'm a huge Resident Evil fan, I still love it, and I'll take whatever Capcom has to throw to me. I'd say this game wasn't as good as Resident Evil 4, but they did change a lot of stuff that I liked. Overall, I'd give this game a 9.9 out of 10. That was my review, and I hope you liked it.